I break down, I know they'll use that against me.
Well, just remember that I support you. I meet you where you are. Remember, nobody is perfect. You know, the higher power is the perfect person. And wherever I can help, wherever I can shed light to, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm okay with having an unpopular opinion or an unpopular um, validation from some people because it's not about them. It's about educating and bringing awareness. So let me just take it on over to Justin.
Yeah.
Um, you went to say happy birthday to him, and pretty much how did
No,
that go?
it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was for his twins.
Yeah, well, for his twins, how did that go?
He said thank you, and then he's like, wait a minute, who's Melody? And then she went and said on her live, she's like, that's the girl that has that autistic boy.
Okay, right there in that moment, how did that make you feel?
Why would she? That's pretty much just what? Who? Like, why would you go and say that? I don't get it. You could say, because I'm the only one with that name. Like, really? Or she could have said something like she does on her phone to Justin or in backstage saying what it is. Why would you go and say it on your live? Why do you even have to say something about like an autistic child?
Well, do you think that because she don't have a child that she really just doesn't care?
No, Marissa's got a child. She's got a son. He's gonna be 16.
Okay. So
I
that's
just feel, yeah, she just doesn't know how it feels to have a child who's autistic.
right. And
I don't
it,
think I don't think she'd be able to handle it.
okay. That was going to follow. My next question was, do you think that she has the patience that you have?
I don't think she does. She loses her patience very easy. She snaps very easy when it comes to little things, especially when she doesn't get her own way.
And an autistic child needs, they need your attention all the way around the clock. Some cases vary, but yeah. So if
Mm-hmm.
you don't know somebody's situation, don't try to kick them.
Well, even so, she could have just said, "Oh, like even just saying behind like backstage, she
She should have
has
been saying it.
autism
Period.
or she's got a son." You know, like she doesn't even have to say like anything about my child.
I agree.
Like if I want to say something, like if somebody, like let's say she asked, right? Like she's asking the whole chat, is there anybody in chat that has an autistic child? Like, because it had something to do with a case or something, and that has an autistic child, and that could help us out, you know?
Hmm.
Then I'd be like, yes, I do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And that goes to my next question is Molly appears to be very rich. Um, and I think that
And you
she
know what she pays? She pays everybody. She goes on channels for thing, tries to be friends with them, and gives them all $100 when they don't even ask for it. And then it's like, oh, you expect them all to be your friend
mm,
because you gave them money? You're buying them.
Oh wow. So listen, if Molly offered me $100, what do you think I would say?
Shove it.
Thank you. Like that
I don't.
what was it? Like that celery stick.
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna say I don't do celery love. We gonna let y'all have that because the thing is, when we're bringing these stories together, I'm not looking for no gain out of this. If people want to donate to my channel, that's fine. But I'm not sitting here saying, "Hey guys, I'm about to raise some money for this organization," and oh, I'm doing. No, I'm not doing it.
And
I
she
want to.
brags about that. She goes and says, "Oh, I'm the only one on YouTube that does fundraisers and blah 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 and blah 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 and over and I donate and blah 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 and blah." I'm like, you know what? Why don't you just donate instead of asking everybody else to donate? Since you have so much money, you friggin' go and spa yourself in chocolate. Why don't you shut your mouth and take all that money that you're sprawling yourself with and spending it on crap and all these tamale craps? Why don't you friggin' take that money and friggin' do it for an organization instead of bragging and bragging and bragging, saying, "Oh, I'm the only one. I'm the only." No, you have to say your whole channel is doing it
Mhm.
because it's not just you putting money into it. Half the money is coming from all the people in your thing, and you're like, "Oh, most of them are old people. I get along with old people, and most of them are on disability too." Just like most of my Patreons are old, and I get along with them, and some of them are on disability too. So she gets money from them.
Mm.
Yep, yep. And I kept catching them. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm not a Patreon. And I won't be a member either because I kept catching the way she was treating people. And I was like, no way. And not just that, I didn't know how to do those member things. And I never wanted to be a Patreon because I seen the way she treated people from the very start. And I wanted to see if there was a pattern. And there was.
Right.
It didn't happen with just one or two or three. There was lots.
So let me ask you this. This goes to my next question. Has she ever embarrassed you?
Lots.
All right. With what you
There was
wanted
the
to
money,
hear.
there was the money incident when she had me on her live on the phone. Then there was the Tom Cruise letter.
Oh, get into that. Explain what was the Tom Cruise letter for the people that don't know.
Okay, I had gotten myself because I went through this thing. It's called fan mail, where if you go through a fan, like actor or actress that you like, you can look them up and you write them a letter. And normally they do it for people that don't have much money. Otherwise, people that do have money have to pay, and they can tell just by where you are. And um, I went and did one for myself of Nev Campbell, and 2 weeks later, I didn't think it'd work. I thought it was probably a scam. I waited like 2 weeks, and it came in the mail about that big, well, about that big, and it said "Do not ban," and it said "First class." I opened it and I was like, no way. I got a black and white photograph picture of Nev Campbell with her signature.
Oh wow.
Then I showed it to Save Robbie because he likes Nev Campbell and the movies Scream. And I told Robbie, I'm like, would you like one of these pictures? I just have to write a fan letter to Nev Campbell and I'll have it sent uh, to him. He got it too. So he had
Wow.
put it in a frame. He had put it in a frame. He even showed it on his live. He's like, look what my friend Melody got me. And then Marissa went and showed, she went to this place, I don't remember where it was, and she got herself, she's seen Nev Campbell in person. Of course, because she's rich, right? She goes and sees anybody. She knows everybody, like she says. She took a selfie with Nev Campbell. And then
No,
she
she didn't.
sent it to Robbie. And she's like, look, Robbie. And then she got one of the screen pictures where it's the side of her face where she's on the phone, saying to Robbie from Nev Campbell, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. It didn't bother me. I'm like, whatever. Cool. But I think it was like, Marissa was like, I can get it better type thing. And then I had my brother, because he's seen my picture that I had, he asked me for certain people that he liked. And he had troubles with his writing. So I told him I'd do it. And he had a lot of people he wanted me to do. I was getting exhausted. And just out of the goodness of my heart, I said, you know what? Even though this woman treated me like crap and doesn't even acknowledge I'm even there, I'll do one of Tom Cruise. And I even asked her, I'm like, do you want me to use your name? And she said yes. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I just have to fib a little bit. She's like, okay.
So hold on. Let's stop it right there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so now we're at the part where she knows about the fan mail and now she has an interest, right?
Yes.
But let's rewind it because earlier, Nev Cab, right? That
Mm-hmm.
photo had come up, but you were the one that initiated that photo of him. And
Yes, I
she
did.
took it upon herself to get fancy and get rich on you and went in person to get back at someone else because of the gift that you had got someone else.
Yes.
So do you think at that point in time was she trying to win this person over?
I
Was
think
she like
so. I think she wanted to reel him, keep going her way type thing.
so
But
she said
he really loved it because he knew it was from the heart, and I didn't just pay money to go and see somebody to go and get a picture or a selfie.
well, let me ask you this. Do you think Miss Rich ladies are, you know, it's a thing with women that are in poverty? And I say poverty as in not up to their tax bracket because, some of these women have husbands that works at banks or even the women might be the breadwinners. But do you feel like those women are against women in poverty?
I believe so.
There's a
Oh,
difference there.
uh,
I feel it though. I feel it too because it's like the women with that money, it's like, their noses are up in the air and they're just
yes,
pretty.
they act, and I'm sorry for this word. They act like their shit don't stink.
All right.
And then, so when she gave me the permission for everything, she's like, "Yes, put what you want. Put what you want." So as I'm not just doing her letter, I was doing my brother's. He had given me like 5 different names, and I was trying to do it. My hand started to cramp, and I mailed them out. I mailed them out the next day, and all of a sudden, like 2 weeks later, my brother got his pictures. I think one or two came a little bit late. And then all of a sudden, when I put on YouTube, I seen a picture of Tom Cruise. Like, not an actual picture. It was like she just put it on her thing, and then she put fan mail. I'm like, oh, she got it. And I went in, I seen the envelope in her hand, and I know it wasn't from like the actual picture. It was the envelope I put in.
Okay.
And she went and opened it. She's like, we're going to read this together.
So just to speed the people up, you did the Tom Cruise, right?
Yes, I did.
You got it, you sent it to her, and now
Because
she
she's
has.
upset. She's obsessed with Tom Cruise. And that was the only reason why I did it.
Okay, so she's obsessed. You went out of your way to say, hey, let me go ahead and quench her thirst.
Yeah.
And in a good way. Like, I know she likes him.
I
Let me just do something, a generous favor, something.
wanted to do it out of the goodness of my heart, even the way she treated me.
Yeah, you still was saying,
That's it.
hey, sis. So in other words, this is how I'm receiving it. So you went that direction and say, hey, sis, whatever it was, let's just squash it. Here's your favorite person. Enjoy it. Let's just call it even. Let's move past the bitterness. We
Well,
got too much.
it wasn't even about that. Like, it was as if it didn't even happen.
Okay.
The whole money thing. Like, it was like it didn't even happen to her. Like,
Oh,
she totally forgot it even happened. But in my mind, it was still there. It still hurt.
yeah.
But
And you have
I still went ahead and I did the Tom Cruise thing. And what'd she do? She opened the letter. She goes, let's read this together. And she opened it up. She goes, look, it's vertical. And then I'm like, what does that have to do in it with anything? And then it didn't have a date. She goes, look how professional that is. What does that have to do with anything?
yeah, because you know what? Speaking of a date, I sent Sonya a package. I believe it was yesterday, and now that I think about it, I didn't date her card. But she knows it comes from the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when people go out of their way to do
Well,
something.
if it's a card or something, like you don't have to put the date unless they're asking for a date on a piece of paper or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, I don't know, but she went and opened it. She goes, let's go. And then she opened it and she said the thing about the date. And then she, she's like, look, it's vertical. And then she starts laughing when she started reading the first line. She's smacking her chest, just all laughing because I use fibs. She told me to use fibs. So I did.
So listen, I
So
want to know.
it didn't look so like um so much of a rich person is asking for it when they could go and see this person probably in person, like she does. And it it just blew my mind how she just went and read that. Why would you do that? And I was exhausted. I wasn't just writing the one. I wasn't writing two. I was writing like six.
So let
Plus,
me ask you this,
I had
Melody.
to keep an eye on my son at the same time.
Right. Melody, let me ask you this. What did the letter say?
Oh, it was long. I can't even remember. Like it
Well,
was very,
what was some of the fibs that stood out to you?
um, geez, that I didn't. Oh, I don't have a job, which I don't. I use that like on
But it wasn't for you, it was for
kind of
her.
making my part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it wasn't for you, it was for her, remember?
Yes, but the
So,
thing is, I was even if it was just me writing it to myself, I would have given her the picture. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like even if like I had gotten it myself, I would have put her address on it and sent it to her.
right. Ebony says, I'm so sorry that they would say something mean about your son. I rewinded. So she rewind the live and she caught up. She wanted to apologize for the mean,
Okay.
horrible verb verbiage that they used towards your son.
Yeah, she didn't have to say he's oh, she's the one with the autistic boy.
Right. Now let me ask you this. This is our next question. What this is our last question. And if it I guess would you mind taking questions from the audience if they have questions? Okay. So our last question is what was the last straw with Molly?
Well, I also had where you know how well, it's not just the last straw, but there was one more incident where, and it wasn't a big thing, but it's still, you know how everyone buys her gifts off Amazon or sends her stuff or DoorDash, and she does it on her live and she's like, oh, thank you, honey, and this and this and that. Or she gets all proud because her dog's getting dresses and thinking it's has fleas when it's not, because she keeps clothes on her dog's ass all the time. So it's going to have dry skin. Anyways, she goes and I see her lives all the time. I was seeing, because I had two movies of Tom Cruise as well, the same one. And I didn't realize I bought the same one twice because I have over 2,000 DVDs. And
Oh wow.
yes, I have over 2,000 DVDs. I can own a movie store.
Wow.
And yeah, I went and mailed it to her. And it was like over 2 weeks. And I was watching her open gifts during her lives. And I'm like, oh, okay, she didn't get it yet. She didn't get it yet. She didn't get it yet. And then just out of the blue, I went and said in Messenger, did you get the movie I sent you yet? She goes, yeah, thanks.
Just flat, just like that.
Just like that.
Like a pancake. Just flat right on there. Wow.
Flat.
Wow.
And then the last straw, like when I was like, this is before her and Tia had the thing happening, because I always went to her channel. And then I was on Tia's channel. And then I went to Molly's, and then I found out she had called her um, saying that she looked or sounded or something like that. It sounded like a man. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And you say you have nothing against gay people or trans people or anything like that. Are you kidding me? And that's when I was like, bye bye.
Wow. You know what? What I've noticed about her is she can get unhinged very quickly. It
Very.
it does not
Snaps
yeah,
that.
it doesn't take much. She even told me that she's being a white woman that she was scared to leave her house because she was a white woman.
Can I ask you something? Do you think she's a narcissist?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. In my opinion, I believe she is.
Okay. It's not just me then.
I think I think that very strongly.
I think she's got that, and I think she may be bipolar or some shit.
I'm not sure, but I really think it's you know, the clock ain't ticking all the
No,
way,
it's not.
but she's ticking, okay? It's like when you have a platform like that, and just to be the woman of her, you've been on reality TV, okay, you live a nice life. Why wouldn't you be trying to uplift the world? Like, take us on your trips when you be out being fancy. Take us on those little nights when you and y'all go out and eat. We want to see stuff like that. Like,
All
save
you do
all.
is see her on YouTube, and the thing how she laughed at me saying on the letter, saying that no, I don't have a job, like I'm on YouTube, and this and that, and she laughed about it. I'm like, well, it's true. I don't see you working. What do you do for a job?
Right. Because I'm working on YouTube.
Or
And
are
you
you just inheriting all the money that your husband makes and you spend it? That's what I think.
what you think?
I think her husband's the moneymaker and she spends it.
I really my message. Okay, so I guess my what would be oh look at your baby. He's all dressed up. Look at him in his clothes. Here, let's go ahead and take her down so he can get his moments. Introduce your baby.
You see? Oh, look. What's that? What's that? Hey,
Yes,
Muffy.
honey. She says, I just got oh her little overall. Oh.
Hi.
Yes. She says pose and pose and pose and pose. She says, "Wait, I know how to and pose and pose and
Hi.
pose and pose and pose and pose." Okay, give us a side angle, love. Okay, honey, she knows how to work a camera. You know how to work that camera. Sell that puppy food, honey. Live a lavish life. All right. Yes. She look like she's living a life, honey. Yes.
It's actually a male, thank God.
Oh. He's living life, honey.
Oh,
Living life
yes.
is golden. And that's what living life looks like. Okay. Listen here,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, listen here. Some people could have all the riches in the world, but they don't have a happiness. And you know what? I want my happiness. But you can have all that, but that don't make you happy. I want to be
Yes.
wealthy. I don't want to be rich. I
Me.
wealthy. You know, you rich, you
Me.
still got money problems. You wealthy, you're well off. You know, and I manifest that for us, sister. We're wealthy. We're healthy, wealthy, and wise. We're wise women. And we're gonna keep showing up in the village.
I'd rather just have what I have and be happy than wipe my ass with bills.
Absolutely. Okay. So listen, out of all in all, what look into that camera and what would you tell Molly Golightly? What would be your message to her?
Grow the hell up. You're hurting people. You're destroying people. And you're no life coach. Period.
All right.
And if you don't stop, people are going to lose lives.
Well, Melody, I think you said it all. And my message to, Molly and everybody else that thinks that this stuff is funny, be a buddy and not a bully. Be someone's buddy and not a bully. You know, we all have our shortcomings. We all have something, that we may call a flaw, you know, and it's not cool. Let's love and let's treat everybody with respect. Respect is free. Kindness
I've
is
even
free.
said stuff to her, like, she never even noticed that I was even gone. When I followed her for 4.5 years, she never noticed I was even gone. And I bet you she still doesn't know. That's
Well,
why I don't give it. And then I even said, like, so many times in her chat when she didn't even notice, you could bully and bully and bully people all you want, but we all bleed the same color.
and that is true. She is grown, and that is true. And the decisions that she's making, she has to, be accountable for those. And,
She's her own actions.
yeah. Like I said, this is a reality star that's behaving like this on YouTube. And I feel like some of these reality stars, they are coming over here and trying to steal and take the lane of those of us upcoming. We're superstars over here. Okay. We have a talent, and people are drawn in and they always want to come over here and try to wake it up on our time here on YouTube. Like, let us have this. Like, girl, go to the production companies and get your next role. Like, let us have this over here. Is that okay?
When do you
The,
ever see me lift a finger to friggin' clean her house? No, she gets teenagers and hires them to do it.
oh wow.
Yeah. She's never done a cleaning in her life. She gets teenagers to come over to clean her house.
Wow. I wonder
And
what the wow. Well, you know what? I'd rather them be working, cleaning the house than out there working or doing drugs.
no, I understand that. The thing is,
But
you don't
that's
see her.
just one good thing. Okay.
But the thing is, this is the thing. She's getting other kids, which is cool for them cleaning the house and they're getting paid. But she goes on her live when she
Mhm.
sees people on their panels saying, "Oh, your house is disgusting. I'd burn it down. I just seen a bug or this and that." And oh yeah, she says stuff about other people's places
Do you
and how
think she's
disgusting it is.
do you think she's a Karen?
She's a Karen 2.0.
All right. You know, it's definitely giving off the Karen vibes. You know, wow. And the train is ringing.
I have a train track just on the other side here.
Yeah, isn't
On the other
isn't it wonderful?
school, the school is actually right across the street from my place.
Oh wow.
But
Okay.
my son's school, like there's 4 schools in a row, so he takes a special school bus because he's autistic,
Yeah.
and he goes around.
Okay.
And there's a train track just down the street, and you can hear it as loud as that.
Yeah. I love the sound of the train, and I've
Oh,
always wanted.
me,
Yes.
when I sit in my living room, well, I don't have couches right now until I save again, but when I sit there in the morning, you can hear the kids singing, "Oh, Canada, our
Oh.
home and native land."
Isn't that just so wonderful?
Oh
Everybody just
yeah, I'm like,
living life. Just
I'll,
living.
I'll even stand up while they're singing it, and I'm just like going like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is so cool. This is really so cool. I'm really enjoying the engagement. And you know what? So, one thing kind that you could say or advice, a piece of advice that you've learned from maybe in your life or maybe experienced someone like Molly. What are some tips that you could maybe give her to where she can navigate out of this if there is hope?
She always used to always said she always gives the advice and always said for if you're going to have your own channel, don't lie to your subs. Well, look in the goddamn mirror. Look at everything you're saying and saying you give advice like this and this and this. Look in the mirror. You always say, oh, if you're going to have your channel, don't lie to your subs. What do? You lie to your subs. That's what she does. Stop lying to your subs, Marissa. Yell
Well,
at me all you want because you know what? I don't even want to hear it anymore. I'm done with you. This 4.5 years, I thought, maybe it was just me, but I seen the pattern and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And enough was enough.
well, you know what? I really
Try following your own advice, Marissa. Try following your own advice.
Well, I would really push her to really do better and reevaluate herself and how she's been moving. And really, she will possibly have to go on an apology tour because she's disrespected and she's violated so many people's spaces and just being rude all around. And I don't care how big or how tall you are, giants do fall, So
Yeah. And she always says, oh, I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of anybody. I
and
stood in front of Don Wells' face. Good for you.
yeah, and I
People
don't
had
think it's really
people
about.
had bigger monsters. People had bigger monsters in their face, Marissa. You think Don Wells is a monster? He's maybe a monster, yes, but people had bigger monsters, you know?
Mhm.
And it was physical. You only went up in his face and yelled.
Absolutely. My thing is, why do some women feel like they have to unscrew your light bulb in order to shine? What is all that about? What is all that about? And listen, we are all women. And whether if we want to say, oh, I agree or not, but we've all had some, if not some, but more commonly experiences. The only thing that separate us is skin color. We're still women. We're not protected. Well, you know what? Oh, I got to take that statement back
My
because
son, my
women,
son doesn't like my son's not colorblind either. but he was having twin day at school. So I asked him to ask his friend that he was going to dress up as twin day. He goes, yeah, he's my real twin. We look alike. I'm like, okay. I'm like, find out your friend's size and we'll see if we can get you guys wearing the same size clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a picture taken, and he's like, we look exactly the same. We look exactly the same, Mom. I'm like, okay, and then we get our picture tomorrow. And I seen a picture of them side by side. They were wearing blue jeans and a plaid button-up shirt, and the little boy was black.
Mm-hmm.
And they had their arm around each other. And then, like, we didn't, like, even me and his mom, like, we didn't say anything, because I'm like, we just asked them, like, why are you guys twins? He goes, we're both the same age. We love each other. We're friends.
Yeah.
He does, like, they weren't seeing color, and we're not going to go and tell them, oh, do you not notice the same skin color?
Right.
Because it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. They saw each other for who they were. You're kind to me, I'm kind to you. We can be friends, we can work together. We're, and
Have each other back, and
each other's back, you know? Because 9 times out of 10, anybody mess with either one of them, they are going to bat for each other. You know,
yeah.
you're not going to mess with my friend. And that's what we need in life. And I really hope that.
I believe, and I was saying to my son, like, even though it's hard for him to understand, we're learning from you children,
Absolutely.
and we can learn a lot more from our children. Like, even my daughter, she's 17, but she's living in Ottawa with family until I deal with stuff here. And she's got many, many friends, and most of her friends are Black or Philippine. Like, there's a lot of white people that she won't get along with because the way they treat others, and she doesn't like it.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. Have you ever been with a black man?
Yes, I have.
Okay. What was your experience like?
It was no different to me. Like, well, I found him to be more of a gentleman than white guys. I wasn't beaten. I was beaten by exes that I had, and I was R.
I'm sorry for that, for your both experiences, all experiences. Because what's love got to
And
do?
SA, and yeah,
Well, thank you, my sister, for being strong and, still showing up because that's a lot. I mean, just those things alone, and then you add life, and then you add, you know, just showing up for your son and
yeah, show my daughter and my son what's behind my smile. I don't need them to know what bothers me.
you know what?
My
I
daughter, my daughter eventually, I know she'll ask me, and no, she'll be like, "What's up?" You know.
mm-hmm.
Eventually, I'll talk to her about it, but she's 17. Yeah, she's but in my eyes, she's still my baby girl. And I can't say what happened to me right now. And with my son, he wouldn't understand. He's autistic with the mentality of a 5-year-old. And when I look at him, even though he's 13, but he looks small because he was premature. He's very, very tiny.
Yeah.
And he's always asking me to play dinosaurs and cars with him or go play in the dirt. So I'm like a kid all over again with him, which
How
makes my day. Which makes my day, and I think that's the only real smile that comes out of my face is when I'm with him physically.
So when you are with him and you are having those child experiences, just playing in the dirt and things like that, does it do something to your spirit? Your spirit? Because I know,
Builds my spirit, builds up my spirit and confidence and stuff like that. And I don't even think of this bad stuff that happened.
yeah. You know what? So listen, I went to the fair, I believe last week, and it was just me and my aunt. We went, and it was just to let our hair down, and they had security. I mean, everything was just on point to where we can really enjoy ourselves. Police presence was very heavy, and which was good, whatever, whatever. So we were just there, and just to be able to walk around and us to go order food and sit down and chat and talk, and we didn't get on any rides, but just to see the rides, see everybody enjoying themselves,
Yeah.
we see a show, and I think that if we do that a little bit more often, then we are appreciative and we are a little less tense and stressed, because that is reviving, you know.
Yes. And with my son, he also likes to go to the park. And, but
Yeah.
some ways he wants me to be on the play structure with him because he gets bullied there too. Even
Oh,
by kids younger than him, they'll call him the R word.
oh no.
And he just by him saying, "Hi, my name's David." And then there's a 6-year old little girl that said, "Don't talk to me, R."
Oh wow. So
So
maybe,
my son went and put his head down, and there was another little boy that was playing with my son. I'm like, you know what? Never mind her.
yeah.
Like even when I try to explain to her, she went running to her dad, and I just stood there with my arm like that. I'm like, come over. And then I'm like, David, take your friend, and you know what? We'll play what your favorite game is, and we play Lava Ground,
Okay. My
like
kids
the
know what that is.
yeah, it's all lava, and you had to make sure you don't step on the ground.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, okay. Kind of, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and he was having a blast with that. Him and his buddy. Um, they're like, but you're it, so you have to be in the lava, and you have to try and get us. I'm like, okay, so you can't touch the ground, or you go in the lava.
Yeah. No feet gonna burn. Okay. Absolutely. And it's great that good people still exist. These people that we, sometimes encounter, they are just people that, just to remind us that, life is still changing. People in life are still just lost and back there, and we got to continue to keep evolving and making the best of, you know, life, making the best of life, overall. Um,
Yes.
so with that being said, any words of encouragement, or yeah, I guess any words of encouragement of someone that has an autistic son or daughter or children, um, what's just some some nuggets that you can give them?
Um, Listen to them. Make sure you talk to them. Give them attention, the attention they want. Even if they don't even want it, just ask them if they want to do something. Ask them if they want to do art. Try and think of something that they really, really like to do, or a favorite movie they like to watch that you know of. Like, say, hey, you want a movie night? You want to do a movie night? Pick out your favorite movie and we'll have some popcorn. Um, or we do arts and crafts because I'm very good with art. We do art together. And I have a lot of art supplies. Um, we've made birdhouses together. Um, and with my luck, we were playing in the grass. He wanted to dig in the dirt. My son just happened to find a 4-leaf clover.
Oh wow.
I kept it, and he found a rock that when we went to the river, and I put the rock or the 4-leaf clover. Oh,
Wow. Oh wow.
yeah,
How cool is
and
that?
I used a clear glue and put
Yeah.
it on top so it wouldn't break apart after it dried out.
That is amazing. It's the smallest things that makes the biggest difference.
Yeah, we've made birdhouses together. We've done um, ouch. I'll show you one thing I did. And I used flour, salt, and water, and like, so it's not expensive on something I have to
Yeah.
do. So what I did was mix it up, and then I pressed his hand in the rolled dough, baked it, let it cool down, and then I wanted to paint it. And I asked him what he wanted on the background. He wanted camouflage in the background. And on Jurassic Park, um, like this thing here, but he wanted red background.
Okay.
So I said I'd do that, and I did this of his hand. Oh,
Oh, how amazing. We have guests in the building. We have praying to God for you in the building. Welcome, Miss Deb. How are you?
I'm doing better, lots better.
me and my baby.
Oh,
God bless you guys.
yes, God bless you.
Nice to meet you.
Melody.
Hi,
Deb said, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Good morning, Queen.
Good morning. How are you feeling?
Recovering, still recovering.
Yeah, Miss Deb was actually under the weather. She wasn't feeling well. And so now she's just recovering. So everybody, we're just asking you guys to continue to send those prayers up for healing and a recovery in God's timing.
Amen. I
Okay.
received
Amen.
it. You guys, good morning, beautiful. She holding that gift, that beautiful gift. Look at it. Hey.
He is so beautiful, isn't he? All that long hair.
Mhm. Yes.
Look at you smiling.
It's a
Right.
Chihuahua.
Oh, oh. So
He's
the
what?
refresh my mind about the topic this morning, Queen.
Oh, we were speaking on this reality TV star in her real behavior in real life and how she is using her richness to go against poor women, to make them feel away, to make them feel
Or
less.
disabled women and old women.
Disabled women, poverty. This woman is she's been a victim of, this drag session, by this woman, just totally humiliated her, as a person. I mean, we're all human and nobody deserves to be treated less than. I don't care who you are, where you come from, what your background is. If you're not out here hurting the children and the older people and out here committing crimes, you all right with me.
For,
Amen.
You know,
for someone like Marissa to do crime and stuff like that, she's doing it herself to others.
what are your thoughts, Miss Deb, on just I guess what are your thoughts on well, not even your thoughts. Give us some positive motivation on how us sisters can show up for one another. And you two ladies right here, I want to say, as biological women that have given birth, I want to thank you for your support and your unconditional love and letting me bring us together so we can occupy space and engage and then love and inform each other. We need to get our mammograms. We ladies, if you're in the chat, we all need to get our mammograms. We need to stay up on it. All right, go ahead and take off.
Yes. First of all, I thank you, Queen Tulsa, for this platform where we're able to speak and share hearts. Um, and then the major thing that I want to say is that I've learned this week, that is men get breast cancer just as fast as women get breast cancer, but men are not knowledgeable or educated on it, and they always use women as the 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 face of breast cancer. So um, for this past month, I the doctor found something suspicious while I was getting a mammogram, and they don't want to say that's the C word or anything, but they keep saying this the early stages, they can do stuff in the early stages. So I had, just to show you a little bit of it. You see that patch?
Yes.
Okay. I had surgery right there. And so I'm recovering from that right there. But in the meantime, between time, I had it done at the military hospital, and they did the test. They're gonna send a test to Walter Reed's and four more different military hospitals to make sure that I get the right diagnosis, and that, you know they know, but no one know what it is. And I thank God for that, because I was listening to a forum the other day, and they were talking about, it was on Sherelle's World, and I know you love Sherelle's World, and you don't mind me mentioning their name, but they were talking about HMOs and Medicaid, and the difference when you have insurance, um, than when you have a cheaper insurance. Doctors don't treat you like a human being. They don't put you first. They don't um, give you the best care. But when you have money, they'll keep you in there for all kinds of testings, because they're trying to get that money out your pocket. So not only that, is how the insurance company treats you, you know, also. So I'm just speaking on poor women right now, because poor women, they need care also. They need love also. They need the utmost treatment the very best treatment that they can ever get, and it shouldn't be because of money. It shouldn't be, because if you think about it, I had my first breast mammogram when I was 40 years old, and the reason why they said they found something in my blood, the C word, but I kept going back. They kept saying there's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing, and I'm like, it is something. And until the point it got to the point where I started feeling pain in that breast. And now you wait till I'm 58 to say it's something there. But I told you it was something there, but they never wanted to go back. They never want to check. They never listened to me. They just ignored me, ignored me. Just want to let you know what you can get. It's not everything that you hear. The mammogram is all what they call it, technical. Or it's time for this, or it's a time for a mammogram, or it's time for this, or it's time. But overall, they don't want to go in depth and 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 go to the next step, because what you need is you need a ultrasound for that breast. That's the only way that they're able to dig further, to see further. I think if anything shows up, they should stop saying it's calcified, or stop saying, oh, it's just uh, um, 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 as they say, it's just some women have lumpy breasts and some men have lumps in their breasts. No, it's something there. And and thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Sonia. You guys, please forgive me for my voice going in and out. Just been going through some stuff. But but right now, I say to all women, no matter who you are, what walk of life you come from, no matter if you have money, you don't have money, no matter if you're elite or whatever, you are a child of God and God loves you. And He wants you to be well, and He wants you to be happy. Healthy. And first of all, there's somebody out there that loves us. There's somebody that wants us to live a long life. There's someone out there that care for us. And whether or not we met you, we have a heart. We care for you. Whether you know us or ever meet us, or ever that Queen can tell you, I never really come on here and show my face.
No,
I
you
really
don't.
don't show my face, but I'm showing my face today because I'm letting you know that there's nothing to be ashamed about. That's why I showed my little friend down here. He's only gonna be there temporary, just healing right now. But I'm saying, don't be ashamed. If you, whatever means that you can get help or to get results, fight for yourself. You're the only one gonna fight for you. No one else is gonna fight for you. No one else is gonna say stop. You would not treat her like that, or stop. We need this next step, or whatever the case might be. Understand that there's only so much you can do, but with God in prayer, God in prayer, and belief in God that He can fix everything. I heard Melanie was talking about her child being disabled. I have a grandson who's disabled. But guess what? This is his first year in high school, and he's making it. And he's doing leaps and bounds when the devil tried to kill him at birth. But look at him now. He's a young man. And Queen, his first day of high school was, Mom, why you didn't tell me these people were so hot in high school?
Wow.
That's the first thing came out of his mouth. Why you didn't tell me they were so hot? And I'm just saying, Lord, if the devil would have had his way, he wouldn't even be here. But for him to see high school as people being hot, I'm like, keep on going, grandson. Keep on going. Go ahead, Queen.
Oh, I was actually going to let Melody jump in. Melody, go ahead and jump on in.
There we go. Well, for one, you don't look like you're 58. I would have given you like 44, 45. Um, um, I lost my grandmother to breast cancer. And my aunt was 48 when she got cancer in her head, and it got to her lymph nodes and she didn't know. And once it hits your lymph nodes, you're done. So, and it, it broke my heart because she was still young. She's never had children. She's never dated in her life, and she's very Christian. But she loved her nieces and nephews with all her heart. And with my son, even my daughter too, but my son's my world, and I have to protect him with everything. Everything I have. I may not have much, but that much isn't money's nothing to me to compare to my kid. Nothing. I don't even want money. I could care less for money, but then to keep my son safe.
Wow. Sonia says sorry for your loss. Deb, so we've actually come, Miss Deb, we've come to the end of the show. Would you mind closing us out in prayer?
Sure.
All right. Melody, are you okay with prayer?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. And listen,
I
it's okay.
pray, I pray in the morning when I wake up in the morning, and then I pray at night too.
Well, listen, it's you don't wipe them tears. Let them go. Let them go. It's a cleansing. You're being
Sorry.
cleansed right now,
Sorry.
love. Let them roll. Don't stop it. Let it roll off. Get that get that up out of you. Okay? We
It's
got our
because I a lot of it. I bottle a lot of it up because a lot of the time I feel embarrassed about it or afraid to do something, say something.
yeah. Well, listen, you
That's
got
why it's very rare. I think your panel, maybe the second one I've been on, but the first one I've been on didn't have much people on it either, and it's from a girl from Australia, and she doesn't have very many followers.
well listen,
And I help her with true crime.
right. Well, my queens and my kings, they show up when it's necessary. When we are in a we're in a crisis, we all come together, you know. We pray for one another. We uplift each other up over here. And so, if you're looking for a sisterhood, this is the channel to follow. Now, we do have Sonya that gets a little, Sonya, we have Sonya here to keep things in check, and she keeps things balanced with another perspective, you know. So, with that being said, Sonya, welcome Sonya to the panel. Sonya, how are you doing?
Yeah, I think I popped in at the wrong time. Somebody was crying.
Oh, no, she was just these are just tears of joy of just, life can, throw those challenges at us. Sonya, life can
What?
throw challenges at us. And
You tough, tough, you tougher, tougher. You know how I feel about crying. I be like, I got.
so our other balance is Sonya. She doesn't really do the crying. Sonya,
Mm-mm.
explain why you don't do the crying. Um, and just kind of let us know, like with the crying, if something happens about your feelings, so Melody can kind of get an understanding of your background.
Well, to me, honestly, it's like when I have like friends, associates, or people I know be crying. It's like they'll do something, and then once they backfire, they come crying, and I be like, I'm the wrong person. Don't cry to me because I really don't care. I really don't. Um, if you got yourself in there, why are you crying? Crying for what? What we doing? Like my friend, it's like she pregnant again, Now she crying about it. Girl, you over 21. You know about birth control. You know how kids are made. So you are crying for what? And she know I will hang up real quick. I click. No, 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 no. Now, you know, you going through something, like somebody died or something, you gotta cry, let it out. I got no problem with that. Just but crying just to be crying. I'm sorry, no. I don't know. They told me I don't got no empathy. I think that's what it is. I don't have empathy. And I don't. So
Sonya,
I think
look
I
right
need to learn
here.
how to learn something about that right there. But I really don't have empathy. I really don't.
Sonya, you
Like,
see that? You see that,
huh?
Sonya? You see this?
What's that? What's that?
I was cutting my breast because they found the C word.
Oh.
That's why I was
And
crying.
oh no, I mean you got that in here, I be crying too. I gotta go to 24th to go get my breast exam, but my doctors know me. I don't cuss them out. I don't clown their nerve. I don't cuss my psychiatrist out. I don't cuss my therapy group out. They know me. I will pop out real fast. Like you can't tell me anything because I'm asking questions. You gonna answer my questions. I like talk to me like I'm 5 years old. Quit using all these big terms. What we doing? And they know me. I have got the police on me. I think twice up there. Cause
Yeah.
you can't tell me anything. Like they had found something on my breast, and I ran back up there like, what's going on? And she had to put some tag on there and take another picture, and they said it was something else. I was like, y'all won't tell me what the hell going on, but I go on the 24th to go get another one. I just started getting
Right.
mine last year.
Sonya, check
My
this
breast
out.
done
So,
last year.
Sonya,
I
do
hope
you
everything gets
remember?
better for you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Huh?
Sonya, yes, we do hope everything will be better for her because we
I just
definitely
let
don't.
her know I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you, Sonya.
Right. But listen,
Yeah.
Melody is
Now you crying
also
about that? Cause hell, I know.
no, Sonya. Sonya,
Huh?
so Melody, do you remember Molly Go Lightly? The one that had got into it with me when I had went over there and I was trying to speak up.
Yeah. What about her?
Okay,
What
so
about her?
pretty much Melody's son is autistic. And
Mm-hmm.
this woman is, making fun of, just making fun of this woman and her struggles and stuff. And it just kind of got blown out of proportion. So pretty much she was just coming over here and I was just asking, okay, well, what happened, trying to get to the bottom of it and really just coaching this sister. Okay, well, we're not going to do her no more, but we're going to let it out today. We're going to let it out
Oh, it's
today.
that time girl that was talking about that boy that supposed to have,
Marthon,
plug himself up or whatever. That
Marthon,
wrong.
yeah,
They like
yeah,
she always drunk. Always got something to say. Cause she scared the police. That lady. Cause I can't say the
Yep.
word I want to say, but that one.
mm-hmm,
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm. You know how many people
I'm
want to
with
say
it.
something, but she'll just boot them out or get her people that pay her to do it?
Why can't no find these people?
Like, you know
Oh Lord, why
what?
don't know knock on my doorbell? Why don't know
Useless
ring
for
my doorbell? Oh, I be looking for
usually
them kind of ring my doorbell. Please ring my doorbell.
well, your
Please.
doorbell gonna be rung tomorrow, but it's gonna be from the mail carrier. I'm sending for
Oh,
you.
I be like, oh, I ain't got nothing but time on my hands. I'm ready to play. I ain't played in a minute. Oh, I know it's gonna be wrong tomorrow. They gonna be ding 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 ding, and they're not gonna lock who answer that door. But I forgot that is tomorrow, ain't it?
Uh-huh. Saturday.
Yeah.
So
You know me. I'm ready. My slick mouth ready too. You know me. I jump out, sell out the building. But you cool over here though. Melody, it's cool over here. You know, we watch out for each other over here. Can't come over here with that playing them kind of games. Wrong answer, but yeah, tomorrow's gonna be live. It's gonna get real live tomorrow.
Yeah, I was done. My last draw with her was when she said what she said about Tia, saying she
I
looked
don't
like
know
a
none of these
man,
people.
saying that she looked like a man, and then she doesn't even do her cases anymore. You notice she goes after the weak people, or she'll just make fun of people so she has her live still going. She's making
Say
fun of a
somebody that
mental
look like a
health woman.
man. Say somebody else. Let me
She
shut the fuck
shuts
up.
it.
Let me shut the
She
fuck
knows
up.
she has problems, and she still continues on to friggin' make fun of her. And now she's making fun of Robin Millette, her assistant, who's also disabled with a walker. And she's still doing it. And what's next? She's
Who,
going to put her
Molly?
in a
Molly?
Molly. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
She's throwing in Robin's face now, saying, oh, now you see why your kids don't want to talk to you and stuff like that. Why do that? Anytime
Hmm.
she loses a Patreon, or when she doesn't get her money or doesn't get her own way, she uses that person and then throws whatever she had talked to you about through her life coaching. She'll go and throw it on her live, in like right, not just your face, but everybody's face.
Oh, she one of them people. Okay. Hmm.
You know, we just
I can't never find no people. Never find them people. I be looking for a Karen in real life. Can't never
That's
run
a
into one.
Karen. That's what she is.
Oh, I love Karens. I love them to death. I like all the smoke. I want it all. Because my mouth slicker than yours. I would get this. Let me stop. I get disrespectful. Or I start thinking about stuff to say. I start getting disrespectful. Let me stop. I'm trying my best not to go there.
Oh, believe
So
me,
tell me
like
what you get into
a
today.
lot of people want to. I'm sure a lot of people want to go there, but they don't.
well listen, on that note, I was gonna ask Deb if she could pray, but being that she had left, I don't know what happened with her connection, but we'll just go ahead and end off in prayer.
Wait a minute. That's that girl that like she always drunk on something, or she like she drinking wine all day. Like she be
Or
at AA meeting somewhere.
you know her bottle of water. You think maybe there's liquor in there or something.
No, she's drinking. She ain't drinking coffee. She drinking something. Cause she be talking like she's slurring her words. Like what the fuck she talking?
Yes.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
stop.
On the Kool-Aid channel,
Let
you
me
see on
stop.
those
Cause I'm about
clip
to get
channels,
disrespectful. Let me quit.
you can hear her slur her words.
I heard it like a whole salamander. What you got?
She even starts to fall asleep on her lives as well. Like her head starts to.
Ooh, Lord, let me quit. Girl, look, you need commercial. You ain't gotta play them all through your damn life now. Come on now.
Listen here. She works hard for the money. So
So hard.
hard for the money. Listen here, I gotta get all my ends, baby.
Girl, you ain't gotta get all those 155 commercials through your whole video. Come up here, listen to the. I'm listening to the ad, and then when I pop back on, you done went that way, so I gotta scroll out of this way to catch up. Like what the hell? So now I was clicking skip.
Okay. No more commercials.
But I went ahead and joined the little thing on here.
Thank you so much, Tanya, for your membership. I really, really appreciate it. And you didn't go to the silver, honey. You went bronze up on the girl. I said, okay, girl. No, you went bronze. And so
Yeah.
either listen, it doesn't matter which tier that you're on.
What
We
what do those mean? What do those mean?
so pretty
Everybody
much,
had different too, to be honest. That was the first
huh?
one popped up on me. That was the first one I saw.
Which oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. But
Is that
pretty
what
much,
is that? Girl, you got the same emoji.
yeah.
God. Girl, if you don't change outfit, girl, you just get one and put two more on her. Why you got the same damn emoji?
I gotta put pretty I gotta find like some pretty photos. So I'm gonna upload those differently. I was just trying to do it like really quick because it was like, oh my
What does
gosh,
that
I have
say?
it. Huh?
What do it say?
Here, let me see. It says
I ain't got
okay.
my glasses on. I can't see that.
Okay, so so it's three tiers. And so tier one is bronze. Oh, it only has one. I thought it had
No,
three
it
of
got
them.
bronze, platinum, and I think silver, I believe.
Okay, here, let me see.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Look, I'm still getting used to. Okay, so the membership levels. Where's the membership level?
So, after how many months do you go up? Like, you get like a loyalty badge, and then like every 3 months you go to a different color, then 6 months you go to another color. Let you know how long you've been on there,
Um, I'm not sure,
or
but
you
I'm gonna
ain't check that out.
definitely. No, I'm gonna definitely do some research. Yeah, that's a good question. But listen, when you sign up for the membership, so what it is I can do members only lives and like some stuff that we don't want to talk about on here,
So
like
so that so does that mean like when you do members only, I can't be in?
um
Is that what that is?
well, listen, you can sign up for $2.99 and you will be in. No, well, if I do the members only, you would no, you wouldn't be able to comment, but
I'll
you would
be the
still
only person in there.
yeah. So you would be able to see the live. Um, so it depends. If I have a members only live, it would only be members only. So if I was just to do like members only can comment, then you could see the live, but you just wouldn't be able to comment.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Sonia, I just saw the photos that you just put up. But listen, I know we had Deb in here, and I know she probably has to run because I know she's on the schedule to take her meds for the pain. So I'll close us out in prayer if that's okay. Oh, Sonia, what's some words of encouragement that you can give to the people before we take off? Because Melody gave her words, now it's you, and then I'll give mine.
I gotta say is they with the checkup with the doctor, um, and stay safe out here, 'cause they getting buck wild out here with all this stuff they trying to do to get women, like money, paper towels on your door, them little zip ties and everything they doing to catch these women slipping. I say keep something on you at all times and watch your surroundings everywhere you go.
All right. So my words of encouragement is to definitely be aware of your surroundings. Don't touch anything that looks suspicious. And also stay tuned for this weekend. we are going to be talking about the baby doll that they made for trans women to come up out of their rears. So I feel all types of ways about it. So I'm going to just say that for this weekend. But we'll end off on prayer. What were you saying, Melody?
I just totally missed that. A baby doll getting it done up the rear?
Yes.
They said that's for trans women to experience pregnancy or having a baby. But my thing is, why is it going up that direction? A 13-pound silicone doll, and you got to push it up and then push it out. What we doing?
Oh my, oh my goodness.
So, on that note, dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for bringing us all here today and bringing us to fellowship. We thank you for all of the knowledge and the conversations that were uncomfortable and pretty comfortable. We ask you for favor. We ask you to touch our lives. We ask you to touch our finances. And we also ask you to touch our mental. Lord God, if there's anything that you put on our heart to do for another, we ask you to show us in signs, show us in forms. And at the end of the day, Lord God, we just ask you for a joyful heart and a harmonious lifestyle. And we just ask for peace and abundance and covering and protection in the highways and byways, from the crowns of our heads to the soles of our feet. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, ladies.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, we are out of here. Hello.